Hey guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would come and do, or I was going to lift them up, I don't know if I can, a simple haul, a simple skincare haul. I have used Simple for many years, but I stopped when I became cruelty free. I must have looked it up, I'm sure I must have, but I happened to notice it on the TV the other day, and they were saying that it was Leaping Bunny certified, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was cruelty free. So I went and bought a couple of things that I have used before and a couple of things that I haven't tried, and I thought I'd come and tell you about my haul and also my favourites. So I've tried all of these, well, all of them except one. And yeah, some of these things, like I said, I used years ago. So I've got cleansers, moisturisers and serums. Let me tell you about a fail first. This is the Hydrating Cleansing Oil. This is one that you use, you know, with a bit of water to remove makeup, and this is a fail. This is not one that I'd ever tried before, but I do like cleansing oils to remove my makeup when I'm in the shower. This one is fine in terms of removing the makeup, but it made my eyes really, it stung my eyes and it made them really kind of oily and what's the word, kind of blurry afterwards. So that is a fail. I can use it on taking the rest of my makeup off and not my eye makeup, but that's really kind of pointless to me because then I'd need to use the second product to take my eye makeup off, and that, yeah, it doesn't really work for me. So I will use it up, but it's not one I would repurchase. This next one is the eye makeup remover. I didn't have much hope with this because I've used a lot of eye makeup removers that are not the sort of oil and liquid formulation where you shake them together, and they have never been that good. But this one is actually really good. It says that it removes waterproof mascara. I don't wear waterproof anything, but I do wear heavy duty eyeliner, heavy duty mascara. You know, the one I only choose ones that don't flake, that don't smudge, and so they are pretty heavy duty. And this does remove. It removes all of it, and I can tell because if I use one and it's not got every scrap off, and it might look like it does, the following day I would wake up with panda eyes, and I don't wake up with panda eyes. So I'm really enjoying this. You can see how much I've used, and this is possibly a real repurchase for me. I've mostly been removing my, removing my makeup in the shower. But actually, I've not been wearing makeup because between COVID and then I had a cold, and between everything that's been going on, I've actually not been wearing makeup that often. But that's on the win side. The Simple Micellar Water. Well, you can see how much I've loved this. This is where I'm down to. So this is definitely a repurchase for me. I really like this. And I am quite fussy with my micellar waters. I like the Amazon Belly one. I like the Yes to Cucumbers one. And I like the Superdrug Be Pure one, but there are a lot that I've tried that leave that residue on, and I know somebody's bound to say to me, you shouldn't leave it on, you should rinse it off. I've done a whole video on that very subject. I'm okay with using my reusable cotton pad and just sweeping over my face with it, but there are some that kind of that do leave a residue, and I don't like that feeling. This one doesn't. This one is the Water Boost one. Feels really nice, and I'm happy to repurchase that. I use that every morning, you know, sweep over my eyes, sweep over my face. It's really refreshing. Love it. Okay, so that's cleansing. Onto what caught my eye actually, which was their booster serums, and I wanted to try the vitamin C. But when I went in to buy it, it was sold out. But what I bought instead was the vitamin B3, the niacinamide. I've told you guys before that I'm not interested in using niacin in my routine because I had a suspicion that it was what was causing me some breakouts and sometimes some irritation on my neck. Well, I was definitely right in that. So I bought the B3 one, the niacin one, thinking, well, let me give it a try, you know, because they were out of the vitamin C, and I didn't fancy the hyaluronic acid one. That's another ingredient that just never does anything for my skin. So I was using this and I was thinking, oh, actually it feels really lovely. You know, I really enjoyed how it felt. It's a really nice milky serum, as you can see. It didn't pill or ball up on my skin, which is what used to happen with a lot of niacins. I never had a massive reaction to niacin, other than when I used too much of the powder ones, you know, the ordinary powder. But I did used to get a lot of products that balled up on my skin with other skincare, and this didn't. And so I used it for about 3 or 4 days in a row. And then this on my neck came up. Now it's faded a lot, but this was pretty red when it first appeared, and it's from this. I know it is because it's the only thing that I had added in, and like I said, I've been suspicious before that I've had a reaction to niacin, so it's definitely this. So that, although it is lovely, it is a 10%, by the way, it's a 10% niacinamide, which is really good. It's good that they're giving you a 10%. It's good that they're telling you the percentage, you know, but it's just, my skin just doesn't like that. But nothing else bad to say about that. The next one that I did eventually find is the vitamin C plus E plus F booster serum. This one, oh, it is a 10%, but this one is a derivative. So this is not an ascorbic acid vitamin C, this is a sodium ascorbyl phosphate, so it is a derivative of vitamin C. But I'm happy to try derivatives of vitamin C. It's one that can be less irritating than using ascorbic acid. It's another one that looks just the same as that one. It's a milky serum, and I have been using this one with no irritation at all. However, I haven't been using it on my neck because I need to wait until this is completely gone before I put anything else other than just a kind of calming moisturizer on here. But I've been using this on my face and I really like it. I really like the feel of it, and I do feel like my skin feels really nice lately. Actually, I've been using this for about 4 or 5 days, so I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying the ingredients in that. It feels very, very hydrating. Then I have got 3 moisturizers. I was looking to buy this, but they didn't have this in stock. This is one that I used to use years ago as my night cream. It's the Hydrating Gel Cream, the Water Boost. I think I actually did a video on the Water Boost range. This is just a really nice gel cream, and I think I used this when I had oily skin. And that's why I liked it, because it's a very refreshing, lightweight gel cream. And so I was interested to see whether this would work for me now that my skin is not as oily, but my skin is more dehydrated and it can feel tight. You know, I sometimes need something a bit more than just like a gel cream can sometimes leave my skin feeling tight. But it's working really well, I have to say. I've used this a couple of times. But when I went to buy this initially, it wasn't there. And I bought this one. This is the Skin Quench Sleeping Cream. And basically to me, this is just this in a pot. And you can see how much I've used. I'm nearly finished. And you guys know I don't love using things from a pot, from a jar. But I bought this because I did need and want to use a night cream from the range, and this is actually a night cream. But I think I would buy this in, you know, if this was available, I would buy this because I much prefer it in the tube. And it feels exactly the same, honestly. Let's see what they look like together. I suppose the one in the tube is just a little bit thinner, is it? You can see there's not that much difference. Can you see? Or is it too bright? Yeah, there's not that much difference. There's not that much difference at all. Let me just get that all rubbed in. But I enjoyed that one very much, and I'm enjoying that one as well. And so that one is definitely repurchased because, like I said, I know that I used to use that a lot. And the final one that I bought is this simple, it's the same as this one, but it is it? It's called Rest and Reset 72-hour hydrating gel. I'm not really sure of the difference. I need to compare the ingredients in this and find out what the story is. I was just having a smell there. I can't smell anything in it. I don't think there's any fragrance or anything in it. So it'll be interesting to see how that feels. I've got a feeling that it will just be the same. You know, I don't think I'll notice any major difference in that. So that's everything that I bought from Simple. Let me just grab my kind of standouts. I love the Micellar Water. I know there's not that many people that use Micellar Water, but I love that. If you're just looking for a really simple, hydrating, but lightweight gel cream, this one is brilliant. Eye makeup remover, really, really love that. And that vitamin C feels really, really nice. And if you are somebody that gets irritated by ascorbic acid, this would be worth a go, because sodium ascorbyl phosphate is a nice derivative and is generally non-irritating. So that's a nice one, and it feels great on the skin. So that's everything for today. Let me know what your favourite Simple items are. Is it a skincare range that you use? I'll list all of my makeup in the description, and I'll speak to you again soon.